Hello guys, this is the Gaming Weasel back again with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a re-upload of my resource farming guide, considering I messed up a little bit and the video at around 7 minutes, someone pointed this out and thank you, has started over again. Apparently I did not know that because I considered it was recorded all in one take, all complete, and I thought that was not possible, but apparently it is. So, starting over again, and the last video I just showed you the locations, where to farm them, no gameplay, just to make it quick and easy for you guys, and I showed you the Warframes. So Warframes is 90% is going to be Korra, and some of it is going to be Necros. I'm going to quickly show you the build that I'm using. Of course you can make your own, but this is the build that I'm using. I'm currently using a mostly strength and durations and slash range build on her. For mostly farming. Of course you could use a stat stick on her, for example the Wanka Prime, if I can find it, to increase the damage of her first ability, of course, and then strike the enemies inside of the dome. But considering this is mostly dedicated for new players, of course old players can look at this as well. So we're gonna quickly show you the build, which is I use Rejuvenation, Power Drift, Augur Secrets, Vitality, Intensify, Prime Continuity, Stretch, Constitution, Flow, and Pilfering Shangledom, which is the main augment that you're gonna need. And the second Warframe is gonna be Necros Prime, whichever one you choose. This is the build. I am using a max range and a max efficiency build. I do not use the spoil because I found out that just using this doesn't really seem to influence my build that much. And I'm using Rifle Amp, Overextended, Vitality, Primed Flow, Fleeting Expertise, Intensify, Streamline, Augur Reach, and Stretch. So let's quickly get right into this and showing you the farming locations. So first thing is gonna be Morphix. You're gonna go on to Mercury Apollodorus right here. This is a survival mission. As you can see, infested, level 6 to 11. Pretty plain and simple. Find the little camping spot and then use your Korra's fourth abilities to put them in the side of a Strangledome, because Pilfering Strangledome gives enemies trapped inside of the dome 65% extra chance of dropping loot. Now that is Morphix, so Apollodorus on Mercury. Next is going to be going on to Deimos and farming nanospores and mutagen samples. We're gonna go on to Terrarium. And here, same principle with Korra. Find yourself a little camping spot and then use your fourth ability to farm nanospores and mutagen samples. Of course, here you can farm Orkin cells and Erods. There are better places for that, but you can get them here as well. Then, moving on to Ceres, Gabby. There you go. It is an infested survival mission with a 35% drop chance to resources, which is great. Of course, you can always play the steel path if you are high enough level and you think you can handle it for more resources, or purchase a resource booster as always. But this is the best place for farming Orkin cells, and I have to say that is true. With a resource booster, I was able to get around 96 Orkin cells per 30 minutes that I stayed inside this mission. Next is going to be an Oxime and Hexanone farm. We're going to go on Io on Jupiter. This is a defense mission, plain and simple. You can use Korra here as well and use your Strangledome. As I said, if there's a different Warframe, I'll tell you about it when the place comes up. Pretty easy defense mission. Stay around 20 waves, then leave, and then continue on farming. Then next is going to be Uranus on Ophelia, which is going to be mostly, I actually forgot the name, Gallium. You can find, wait, where is it? Let me just find the actual node, Ophelia. Okay, there you go. It's right here. It's a survival mission. You can also gain Tellurium here as well. And you can farm polymer bundles here pretty goddamn efficiently. You can get a really hefty amount of polymer bundles here, staying 30 minutes or so. Again, finding a camping spot and using Korra. Then the next thing is going to be Pluto, and this is going to be Palace, or yeah, Palace I guess. And it is a survival mission. Stay around 30 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on how long you want to stay. And this is the best location for farming the Rubido and Fieldron samples. Now we're gonna move on to Hiracon, which is on Pluto. It's an excavation mission. Try to defend 2 excavators with Korra here if you possibly can. If not, just do 1 by 1. This is a very good mission for farming what's it called, Cryotic. the thing that I chose this mission for is that you still get 100 chaotic, but the drops once the excavation is finished is pretty good. The drop table's up on screen right now, so you can see it there. Of course, you can always do, I think it's called Everest on Earth. There you go. That's one level 1 to 6, which will still give you 100 chaotics. So pretty plain and simple if you don't want to get very good drops. We're gonna move on to neural sensors. We're gonna move on to Anaki on Jupiter, if I can find it. I always forget these nodes because sometimes they are pretty hard to find, and apparently I cannot find it. I think it is a capture mission. Oh, there you go, on Anki. I always forget the name. Yes, it is a capture mission. And farming neural sensors here is pretty easy. Now, this is the point of the video where I actually recommend you use Necros. So instead of core, you're going to use Necros for this mission, because you're going to search around. Well, you'll capture the target, of course, at first, and then search around for caches of neural sensors, and then you should get around maybe per run. It's going to take you like 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes to actually discover the whole map. And then here you can get around maybe 10, sometimes you even get 12 if I'm really lucky, neural sensors. Then we're gonna move on to Earth, and the next mission is gonna be called, I think, not Mariana, but it is called, if I can find it, and apparently I always get confused by this mission because I can never seem to find it. It's called Marino, but in my notes, because I use notes for this because I do need it. It is a capture mission, but I cannot seem to find it anywhere. Oh, it's Mantle, not Marino. There you go, Mantle. Pretty simple and simple. Use Necros, search around for narrowed caches, and then once you find them, destroy them, and then you will of course have a bigger chance of actually getting them. You can get maybe 5 to 6 narrows per run, depending on your luck. It's always based upon luck, so I hope that you get a lot of narrows on that mission. I usually do. If not, you can always play an excavation mission. It's gonna be pretty good, so you can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Moving on to what's called control modules, organ crystals, and of course ferrite can be farmed here as well. You will go on to Hepit in the Void. A good thing about this mission, you can also farm lethal relics once the mission is finished. Again, same principle, Necros, search around the map, search around the rooms, destroy the caches that you find of organ crystals and control modules. And here you will be able to get maybe 3 to 4 organ crystals per run. Always be careful, just for you people that do not know, organ crystals disappear from your inventory after 24 hours, or just disappear from being outside the void in 24 hours. So keep that in mind. If you see the organ crystals missing, that is why. Now, some resources I didn't mention, just because they can be farmed pretty easily, like alloy plate, I think. Can be farmed pretty good on Venus. I mean, it can be pretty easily farmed on Venus, but personally, just play a survival mission on there and you'll farm alloy plates pretty good as well, and circuits as well. Just keep that in mind. And I think there's a couple other resources, but most of them, if I did not mention them, are pretty easy to farm. So that it is for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and sorry for the first upload. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support recently. I'm very glad you supporting me in the last couple of days, and of course once I started YouTube as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.